We're looking at 4D, question 4D for section C, N Level 2017 geography paper. Okay, this is, I think a lot of you dare to try, some of you didn't dare to try. So next time when you're not sure, just give it a try. Okay, good chances you can get at least 2 to 3 out of 4 marks. Alright, so they ask you to look at photograph A and ask you to describe the features of the volcanic landscape. Okay, so most of you are able to point out that, there is a shield volcano. Okay, but then your explanation went on about features of volcanoes rather than the whole landscape. Okay, that's shown in the photograph. So for example, some of you said that it has a gentle slope. Where is the slope that you can see? Where's the slope? Okay, so focus on what you can see. Alright, so for example, some of you said that it's a shield volcano. Fine, 1 mark. Okay, next, this is a crater. Okay, not a caldera. Caldera are much bigger. Okay, so a typical caldera is a few kilometers wide. Right, so this is definitely not a caldera. Okay, this is what caldera looks like. Okay, so huge that people have to cut across at 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer. Okay, whereas a crater is actually very small. Okay, so as you can see, it's so small, and when human is here, it takes up like at least one fifth of the width already. Okay, so this is one of a crater. So since the focus is on crater, then let's talk about the crater. Okay, so where's the crater? In the foreground, there's a crater. Is the crater deep or shallow? And small. Okay. You can talk about the whole area. So if this is the crater, that means this is likely to be the whole summit. Okay, so the summit is broad or narrow. It's actually quite a big area, right? So the summit is broad. Okay, and talk more about the landscape. Is it flat or steep slopes? Okay, summit is mostly flat. Okay, with some gentle slopes, with some slopes of gentle gradient in the background over here. Okay, so you can see the sea over here. Some of you didn't see the sea, never mind, here got 4 marks already. But even if you see the sea, you can mention that this is a coastal area. Okay, so the volcano is at the coast. Alright, then if you're really desperate, you can talk about the surface. Is it rough, smooth, rocky? So you can say that it's more rocky at the crater. Okay, alright, then if you're really desperate, then you can talk about vegetation, but there's no point lah. There's so many points to talk about the landscape. Okay, so it's a good attempt that some of you talk about the slopes and all these things. I think this is not a bad strategy, but next time maybe try to find out more from what you can see from the photo. Okay, instead of blindly trying to write out things from about shield volcano. Okay, so I've given you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible points. Okay, and of course, please don't use words like top and bottom. Try to use terms of photograph like foreground, middle ground, background. Okay, then left, center, right. All right.